So let's have a little talk about the mark of the beast. Everybody has an idea of what it is, etc. And none of their ideas agree. So let's go back to the Bible and see what the mark of the beast is. I think I'm going to have to do this in a few different videos, otherwise it'll take way too long. So we'll break it up into bits and pieces. Now the first thing we have to do is to all agree that we will look at what the Bible says about it. Not what man says, because I've heard once said before that opinions are like armpits. Everybody has a couple and they all stink. So let's look what the Bible says about it. What does the Bible say? Well, first of all, every thought, every doctrine in the Bible can trace its way completely through the Bible. You'll find its seed in Genesis, seed chapter, and you will find the fruit in Revelation. So every thought that you have in the Bible, you must be able to trace through the scriptures from Genesis to Revelation. And if you can't, then that's a sign that your idea is wrong. That's number one. Number two, second premise that we'll go by is that the Bible is right. Now, if we can't agree that the Bible is right, you might as well just shut this off, because if it's not 100% right, then it's 100% wrong. We can't trust it then. So we'll agree for the purpose of the argument that the Bible is correct, then we can actually have this discussion. Third thing we will look at, this is kind of important. One of the big differences between God and the devil is that God is the creator. Now, when the Bible describes the Lord, he always called him the creator, not a creator. So because he is the creator, only God can create. This is important because if only God can create, then everything the devil has must be a perversion of something that God originally created, which means that every sin is a perversion of something right. Theft is a perversion of righteous ownership. Adultery is a perversion of marriage, right? Death is a perversion of life, and sickness is a perversion of health. Darkness is a perversion of light. Everything the devil has, he took something that God had, and then he perverted it for his own purpose, an evil purpose. Therefore, the doctrine of the mark of the beast, which is clearly in the Bible, is of the Bible. It must match the Bible perfectly. It must be traceable from Genesis to Revelation. And we must be able to show that the mark of the beast is a perversion of the mark that God originally placed. God's mark, God's seal. We'll do that through a few different videos. We'll keep it short. So remember, the mark of the beast must be a perversion of something that already exists, because only God can create. So it's a perversion of God's created seal or mark. It's traceable through the whole Bible. So the mark of the beast must show up in Genesis. So whatever we think the mark of the beast is, you've got to be able to find it in Genesis, or we're wrong. And that's a big part of it. So through the next few days, we'll discuss these various aspects of the mark of the beast, and hopefully after a couple of days, everybody will understand from a biblical point of view what the mark of the beast actually is. God bless. If you'd like to hear more, there's always the whole like and share and all the rest of it that YouTubers and stuff keep telling you to do. It does work. And we'll talk a little later. God bless.